Rock and Roll Geek Show 1196.
Still rocking after all these years.
This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
This is it, the show that started it all. Often imitated, but never equal. From San Francisco, USA. Online since 2004. It's the one and only Rock and Roll Geek Show. With the original Rock and Roll Geek, Michael Butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Saturday, March 25th, 2023, and it is 7:15 p.m. when I'm recording this episode. I am still in San Francisco, recording from Don's Den. The wife arrived on Wednesday. My dog, Kazzy, who was here last episode in the office with me, was really happy to see the rest of the pack and all the females back. So things are a little bit back to normal in San Francisco, and I don't have to worry about dogs crying now because I can go down to my office. The wife is up there with the dogs, so they can hang out with her. I'm going to take a sip of the second beer of the day. This is a Pacifica in the can. The first beer of the day was a Kirin in the can, Kirin Ichiban. First press 100% malt in the can. I got a case. My wife bought me a case of those. And now the first sip of the second beer of the day, Pacifico. Oh, that is good. Second one of the day is... First sip of the second one of the day is always the best. That's what they say. Tomorrow I'm going fishing, so I figured I would knock an episode out before I do that. Going to meet at my friend Hodge's house. He's got a boat, and we're going to go out and try to catch some halibut in the San Francisco Bay. I'm not sure how it's going to be, but I haven't fished since last year, and I'm looking forward to it. It'd be really nice if I come home with a halibut. Yeah. So tonight I'm going to be doing I think I'm going to do a track by track of the new Winery Dogs album. Have not listened to it, but I need some content, and I haven't done a track-by-track in a while, so I'll just pull the Winery Dogs album out of my ass. I got an email from Chad Kiffmeyer. Hello, Michael Butler. How you doing? That's fantastic. I'm super great. Couldn't be better. Thank you, Chad. I love The Darkness, and I know you do as well. He's talking about the band The Darkness. I just read that there's going to be a Permission to Land 20th anniversary reissue and tour. UK only for now, but US dates upcoming. To celebrate, how about a rundown of your 10 to 15 favorite Darkness tracks or a Greatness of the Darkness episode? Keep on rocking, Chad from Chicago, Chad Kiffmeyer. Chad, that is a great idea. And for you, next week I'm going to be doing, midweek, maybe around Wednesday, I'll do a bonus episode of the Greatness of the Darkness. So friends, if you're a Darkness fan, make a post on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group, and with your favorite Darkness tunes, and we'll do a Greatness of Darkness episode. I've been listening to Darkness all day today, and it was nice to get back into that band because, as you know how I feel about the Darkness. Everybody doesn't like them, but the people who do like them love them, and they're always a fun band to see live as well. Speaking of Facebook groups, I don't know if Richard Fusey wants me to talk about this or not, but I got a frantic instant message when I was painting on Friday. Was it Friday? Either Thursday or Friday. He was pissed off. He was trying to make posts on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group, and they were getting denied for breaking community standards. He was pissed off, man. So I don't know what's going on. They got some kind of new algorithm or something that's I don't. Maybe they're freaked out that they're going to get in trouble from the government, or I don't know why his posts are getting banned. I had to approve two of them, and one of them today. Right before I started doing the show, I had to approve two posts by Richard, and I went and looked in the admin. Pardon me, I'm burping up. It's fine. Pacifico. I looked in the admin and there were a whole bunch of posts that needed to be approved. And these were all just innocent things, nothing even with any bad language or anything. The one I just approved was the Pictures Alive book from my friend Steve Rooney. Why did that have to be approved? I have no idea. So Richard was so pissed, I made him an admin. So now everything has to go through Richard to get approved on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group, which he's the new sheriff in town. Welcome to being in. By the way, the person who did create the group, Joel Cunningham, I did ask him if it was okay, and he said that's fine. So Richard Fusey, you are the new sheriff. Anybody has any problem with that Facebook group, I don't know who to go to higher up. I don't know why these fucking things are getting flagged. Maybe somebody's playing a practical joke on the Rock and Roll Geek Show because I did have a bet with my friend John Minor. Maybe he's got some kind of prank going on me. I don't know, but it's some bullshit. So if your posts are not getting approved, send Richard Fusey a message and he can go in and approve them for you. Or I will too or Joel if I'm not too busy. All right, let's get started with the song. How about, see, I'm using a new outliner. I'm using Evernote now. I was using something called Omni Outliner, and I would be able to I used to be able to just post it on my phone and it would sync up. It's not working now, so now I'm using Evernote. So I got some music. I got a little list of things in the Evernote. I'm going to start off with a brand new Ian Hunter song. According to Ian, this song is called Pavlov's Dog. According to Ian Hunter on his Instagram, Pavlov's Dog featuring Erik Kretz, Dean DeLeo, and Robert DeLeo. This one's a rocker inspired by its title. Listen to my new song, Pavlov's Dog, featuring Erik Kretz, Dean DeLeo, and Robert DeLeo, all guys from Stone Temple Pilots. All right, let's listen to a brand new Ian Hunter, Pavlov's Dog. But 83 years old.
I'm helping out at JFK. I'm sniffing them back.
There you go. Brand new Ian Hunter. Man, that's good. I am looking forward to the new album. I put in an interview request. I got on his website and sent an email trying to interview him. And of course, I didn't hear back. But it turns out my friend Handsome Dick Manitoba knows somebody who knows Ian Hunter or knows somebody who's friends with his daughter. And wait a minute. No. Handsome Dick Manitoba is friends with somebody who's friends with his daughter. Yeah, there you go. Or maybe he's friends with his daughter. Maybe he's friends with Ian Hunter's daughter. I don't know. But he, on my behalf, he put in a request. It said, hey, Ian Hunter, come on this guy's podcast. He's a real big fan. So I don't expect it to happen, but I do have an interview request. I don't know. I would be really nervous to interview Ian Hunter, but it sure would be cool to have him on Rock and Roll Geek Show. It'll be an ass kiss fest for sure. All right, before we get into the track by track of the new Winery Dogs, which I have not heard one song on, there was a Facebook post from Michael Street. He was in line. He went to see Buckcherry and Skid Row. It could have been last night or the night before, and it was sold out. It was he sent he puts a picture on the Facebook group, and it was a huge line. And he said he was going to call in a drunk show review. And I think this is, I'm not sure if he's drunk or not, but I'm pretty sure this is from Michael Street.
Hey, Michael Butler.
Hey,
this is Michael Street.
Hey, Michael Street.
And I am in North Myrtle Beach.
It sounds like you're in the bathroom and you got your phone in the kitchen, but okay.
At the Vista Resort. And I just saw Buckcherry with Skid Row at the House of Brews with one of my best friends, Mr. Sean, and I'm going to give you a little drunken show review.
All right. I love it. What happened here? Uh-oh. Let's see.
I had a little. Bear with me.
Okay.
Your friend Michael Street had about 10 beers throughout the day.
Oh,
and
I love it. I love
I'm
it.
going to do the best I can. We started the day off.
Oh, good.
Well, basically, we got down here to Myrtle Beach Thursday.
Now, Dave Slusher lives in Myrtle Beach. Did you meet up with Dave Slusher? I'm going to guess no.
And we couldn't check in till 4 o'clock. And my buddy Sean had just came from a work trip from Japan. What city in Japan was it you were working in?
Ichinomiya.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
North of Nagoya.
Believe it or not, the Rock and Roll Geek Show has been known to have a lot of fans from Ichinomiya.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I think Kai Matsuda might be from Nichinomi.
One question the fans of Ichinomiya want to know, what is a high-quality prostitute going for these days?
Huh.
Couldn't tell you, man.
Well,
yeah, sure you couldn't.
Next time,
I think it's hard to get prostitutes if you're if you don't speak Japanese. If you're American, you need to have a Japanese person with you to go pick up a prostitute. If you're a foreigner, pretty sure that's the deal there.
You are going back to
unless you're a girl.
Japan probably within this year.
Hopefully not, but yes, probably.
Hopefully not. I hope I am. I want
Let
to
us know what a prostitute.
I want to go to Japan. I'll check in and tell you how much. Well, I know I won't, but I want to go to Japan. Chiaki, let us know how much. Chiaki wouldn't know either. He's married.
So we started off this morning. Well, we got down here yesterday. We had a beach day. We got a little too carried away, and we had kind of a hangover when we went to friends of the Mad at Dad podcast will remember the Eggs Up Grill.
Oh, yeah. Eggs
which
Up.
Butler has worn that T-shirt. You know, if you ever caught the video.
I don't think I have an Eggs Up T-shirt. Do I? Or do I? Where is that Eggs Up T-shirt? Huh. I got to find that damn thing.
Feed of Mad at Dad. You remember the Eggs Up Grill. I made the mistake. Well, both of us actually made the mistake of he got an Eggs Benedict with
good.
crab cake.
We're getting the menu items. Okay.
What's your assessment of that?
Cannot recommend.
Uh-oh. Did you get diarrhea?
The shrimp and grits omelet.
That's what I probably would have got that too. Shrimp and grits omelet. So what, they put the grits inside the omelet?
With a hangover, smelling scrambled eggs with seafood. All right. Do not recommend that.
Oh, really? Huh? I think cheese grits, maybe not the shrimp, but if you have a hangover, some grits with cheese and some eggs, that sounds good.
I battled a stomach ache throughout the day, and luckily you were able to bring an edible.
There you go.
Which basically that worked better than Pepto-Bismol,
Yes,
I would say.
Yes, holistic.
So we get to the show, and I took notes.
Oh, good.
And we showed up at the show it's at this complex in Myrtle Beach called Barefoot Landing. And, at first we kind of toyed with the idea of going to Greg Norman's Australian Grill. And we looked at the prices and
$15 for a steak.
It's pretty much like 5-star level pricing.
Okay. Oh, $20 for a steak.
They have shit like shark and kangaroo.
Huh. I think that's shit just to get you in the door for publicity. Nobody orders kangaroo, do they? I would order it.
Who are from Australia, just comment. How do you what do you season? How do you grill? Give us the.
I don't know what's going on with this comment. I would imagine that you just cook kangaroo like you would any other meat.
Then info on how y'all do kangaroo or shark.
And I would imagine you cook shark just like you would swordfish or something.
There was all kinds of crazy shit on that menu, and plus it was expensive. So we ended up going to some micro brewery place, and
you had sports bar food.
It's called the something hammock. And I got grilled meatloaf. And you just got a burger with salad.
Correct.
Yes. So we had a few drinks, and then we kind of went over to the House of Blues, and my buddy Sean had asked me early on, he's like, what kind of crowd do you think we're going to draw tonight?
Oh, you mean crowd by the clientele or the size?
And I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, 600 to 800 range.
Oh, how many people?
He said,
size?
You think it's going to sell out? I said, you're fucking crazy. There's no way it's just going to sell out. But I went ahead and Googled what the capacity for the House of Blues is, and it was like 1,800. Son of a bitch, this shit was sold out.
Oh, good for Billy Rowe.
We got in the line, and we actually took about 20, 25 minutes, and we got in, and got a.
Now I'm assuming I'm assuming Buckcherry opened for Skid Row. I don't know. Skid Row might open for Buckcherry
or whatever. And then there was an opening band, and let's see, get back to my notes, and the name of the band was. I don't fucking remember. Yeah.
You took notes, man.
They were basically, I would say, No Resolve. Okay, now I remember. That was the name of the band. No Resolve.
No Resolve from Myrtle Beach.
Modern rock. They said they were from Detroit.
Well, from Detroit, they're on tour.
I would say that they were a combination of Deftones, Godsmack, and Saliva.
Tuned down.
Bands I don't give a shit about.
Yeah, me neither.
They came out.
Oh, by the way, rest in peace. The guitar player for Saliva had a brain hemorrhage, died suddenly yesterday, I think.
The second song they did was fucking Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone, modern rock
So they were a cover
by
band.
all of those bands. I wasn't really into it. Then, like, towards the end, the dude comes out and he's like, all right, don't knock this. We're going to do a Disney song.
What?
It wasn't fucking Zippity Doo-Dah or the Baroness.
It wasn't from the Jungle Book. It wasn't a racist song.
I didn't recognize it. Fucking pretty much sucked.
Okay.
Thank God. These
If it's not from the Jungle Book, I don't like it.
are off the stage. Then, all of a sudden, you see the backdrop for Buckcherry.
Okay, Buckcherry opened. Okay.
This kind of throws me off. I'm like, I just assumed fucking Buckcherry was going to be the headliner. Well, apparently not. So, Buckcherry comes out, and back to my notes here.
Okay.
Somebody was trying to push whatever VIP that they couldn't sell.
Huh.
They were trying to sell these VIP tickets that included, I mean, they had like a meet and greet, but the meet and greet was earlier in the day. So this basically was just like front, like on the second level, front and center with a cocktail waitress. They're trying to sell that shit for $350.
$350. You get to meet the band and you get special seats with a cocktail waitress, but you still got to buy your
I
drinks.
don't think they got any takers for that. And the lady was like, well, that's a good price. Normally they're $1,200.
$1,200 normally for a VIP Buckcherry? Wow.
Could you imagine somebody trying to justify a Buckcherry Skid Row buying a $1,200 ticket?
No. I mean,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
no disrespect to my friend Billy Rowe, but no.
Well, I was mainly interested to see Buckcherry because, you know, your former bandmate, Mr. Billy Rowe, was in the mix, and I wanted to see how many solos he might take.
I don't think he's taking any.
And they started off with opening track, you know, Lit Up.
Because I'm all lit up again. I like the cocaine. I like the cocaine. That's all I know.
Billy Rowe took the solo on that.
Oh, good for him.
Now, let me ask you this, Butler. Billy Rowe sounded like Joe Perry's probably one of his fucking top influences.
Billy Rowe worships the ground that Joe Perry walks on, much like your friend Michael Butler. Yes, he's a huge Joe Perry fan. And by the way, Billy Rowe's one of the best rhythm guitar players I know.
Just brought this bluesy Aerosmith kind of damn vibe to their sound.
That's
I've
great.
seen Buckcherry before, and yeah, there's kind of a different feel to it.
It's probably better now.
But other than Lit Up, the other guy pretty much took all the solos.
Yeah. Maybe Lit Up has a slide, and Billy's a really good slide player.
So let's see here. They came out with Lit Up first song. Then they went to So Hot.
I don't know that
which
one.
is like the first single off the last album.
Right. Yeah.
Then they did a couple deep cuts. Porno Star, which you love.
Good deep cut.
I don't know any
like
of
a
these
song
tunes.
that was like a hit on the modern rock charts, Everything, one that you wanted to hear, obviously.
I don't know that one.
They played off the second album, the first single, Riding. All right. Decent song. I was pretty impressed that they played a song, not off the current record, but the one before, the title track, Hellbound. And I remember when this single came out that Butler, you said, yeah, that sounds like a Billy Rowe lick. Let's hear a bit of hear a little bit of Hellbound.
Let me see. Do I have Hellbound?
Tell me what you think. Is that a Billy Rowe lick?
Are you gonna play it or am I playing it?
But
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can find Hellbound here. Let me see. Let's see. Hellbound. I don't know if I have. I don't know if I have any Buckcherry on my. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's see a little bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, AC/DC.
I can't believe this. It's getting wild in the city. There's a feeling.
Good
You can
tune.
see it on its gritty locomotion, and it's everything
I have nothing against that. Sounds pretty good.
I was zoned in on Billy Rowe for the whole Buckcherry set.
Uh-huh.
And I was just paying attention to the bass player. Now, I'm going to go back and watch videos of the Butlers,
Uh-huh.
the interaction between you and Billy Rowe.
Well, Billy was on the other side of the stage in the Butlers, and I was on Craig's side. But go ahead.
This guy probably danced around a little bit more than you,
Yeah, I don't dance around.
but clearly you're the better bass player.
Aw, thank you, friend. I'd play Buckcherry in a fucking second, man. I'm not jealous of Billy. I'm envious, but I'm also happy for Billy.
So, let's see here. After they went into Hellbound, like I said, the other dude was taking all the solos.
Yeah, he's the main guitar
They
player.
have this new single called Good Time.
Uh-huh. It sounds pretty good. I like that
You know,
song.
we were in that moment, drinking,
Let's see if I can find the single "Good Time." Let's see. Let's see. Buckcherry. Oh, there it is. First thing that comes up. You know, Buckcherry, during the whole lockdowns and everything, COVID, they were still gigging. They were playing big gigs. All right, let's see here. Good Time.
Oh yeah, I know this house.
Okay,
What are you doing?
gotta get past the intro on YouTube. Okay. Here we go. This song's not bad.
I've been out living, I'm taking what I'm giving. I'll hit you with our mission. Step up and turn it on.
Good riff.
Come on, let's turn it on.
Oh yeah, Billy's playing a slide. Billy's playing a slide guitar.
Action, people singing, people dancing, so shut up and hit the floor.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's actually pretty good.
a good time. But the song is pretty much, generic.
Yeah, but it's still a good
Whatever.
rock song. I'd love to play it.
Then they went in to the big hit, Sorry, the ballad. All the phones come out.
Oh, it's Sorry. Let me see. I don't know that song. Let me look for since I'm on the YouTube. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. Let's listen to a little bit of Sorry. Oh, well, I got to get past the Sweetwater ad. All right. Oh. This is one for the ladies called I'm So Sorry.
Had a lot to say. Was thinking.
Yeah, they got all different guys. The only guy left is the singer.
I missed you and things weren't the same. 'Cause everything inside, it never comes out right.
All right, it's a rock ballad. Who cares? It doesn't suck.
After that, the finale, Crazy Bitch. But then,
Oh, y'all crazy. That's a pretty short set, isn't it? Y'all crazy bitch, but you fuck so good. I like the way you fuck me.
they go into little James Brown, Sex Machine.
Oh, that's good.
Then it went into little Donna Summer, Bad Girls.
That's not bad.
Then Billy Rowe comes out front and center for the first time in the whole set.
Uh-huh.
Does a solo.
We're gonna bring it up. We're gonna bring Billy Rowe out front, formerly of the Butlers.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You can tell Billy was a better guitar player than the other guy.
Billy's a good rhythm guitar player. The other guy probably plays better lead, but Billy's a good guitar player.
Hands down.
He adds a coolness to that band for sure. Billy's, I like, even though he kicked me out of Jet Boy, I still like Billy.
All right. So, like I said, surprisingly, Skid Row was a headliner. Okay. Erik Grunwald. The first time I'd ever seen him
that the new
perform
singer?
live, I was
Okay.
in San Francisco at your house. We were watching the Jesus Christ Superstar live video.
Huh, I don't remember that.
So,
Okay.
he comes out, and
whoa.
I'm not going to go through the whole Skid Row set, but
Okay.
as a whole, would you say the motherfucker sounded good as shit?
Sounded fantastic.
Yeah, I heard that singer's
I
good.
mean, no, his voice wasn't cracking. It was all live.
Yeah, he's maybe. I was gonna say maybe he's not as good looking as Sebastian Bach, but Sebastian Bach don't look too good now. So yeah, they don't need Sebastian Bach. Poor Sebastian.
No backing tracks, obviously. The songs off the new record, the title track "Gangs All Here" sounded great. All the hits, 18 to Life, I Remember You, Monkey Business, Slave to the Grind. Yes, if you get a chance to see this guy, yeah, you'll get your money's worth. All right, so that's pretty much it. I mean, we had a fucking great time.
I'm glad.
We took
man.
an Uber out there,
Got drunk.
so we got to drink as much as
Yeah.
we wanted.
$12 beers.
And tomorrow, we're going to wrap up our trip with a little pier fishing at the Apache Campground.
Nice.
What are you looking forward to catching possibly tomorrow?
Now is that in the ocean? You might catch. I don't know, you might catch some surf perch.
Spot, drum,
Drum.
hopefully mackerel.
Are you willing?
I would like to catch some mackerel. I've never caught a mackerel, and I like mackerel. It's a good oily fish. It's better. Mackerel's way better for you than a whitefish.
That's all. Only that's all.
What did you bring with you?
Oh, you guys
Two
brought.
fishing rods.
Oh, you brought
No
fishing poles.
tackle.
Awesome. Oh, no tackle.
No.
Surf rods.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna go surf.
Are
fish-
you
surf
willing
rod
to
fishing.
catch the aforementioned fish and have some sashimi on the pier?
Hell yeah.
You first.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You catch some fish. You cut it up right there and eat it, man. Get some soy sauce. You'll be just fine.
Boy.
Sashimi spot.
Spot. You're probably talking about a spotted a redfish.
That'll probably be right up there with that fucking shrimp and egg omelet. All right, so there you go, friends.
Yeah. Go. Good luck fishing, man. I want a fishing
Maybe
report.
tomorrow
Post a picture of the fish you catch on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook
we're
group.
going to venture down to the Greg Norman Australian Grill, eat that kangaroo or shark. They have a fucking shark burrito.
Sounds good. I'd have it. Not for $50.
All right, friends. There you go. The Buckcherry Skid Row review. I didn't stumble too bad from it, I guess.
Oh, you did good. Good job, Michael Street. Michael Street is. That's it. They didn't say goodbye. It just cut off. Michael Street is fun to go to shows with. He likes to party and he's a good dude. Thank you, Michael Street. You too can leave me a show review. The drunker, the better, friends. Record it into your phone and email it to me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. I think he just texted it to me. Just recorded it on his phone and sent it to me, which you can do too if you have my phone number, which is not too hard to find. Send me a Facebook message and I'll send you my phone number. All right, before we get into the track by track of the new Winery Dogs, we're going to do one more thing. We're going to thank some people who donated to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. Let me get back to what I recently added here. All right, let me find some music in the background. Brand new Saxon cover album, More Inspirations. This is their second cover album. I'm going to play The Faith Healer. It's 6 minutes and 28 seconds long. See if I can blaze through the donation segment, which shouldn't be too hard to do because the donations are dropping like flies. And judging from the last episode, I think that's probably why. All right, Faith Healer, Alex Harvey song. take it back to the beginning. There are several ways. Okay, hold on. There are several ways you can donate to the Rock and Roll Geek Show, friends. One, the best way is just to go to rockandrollgeek.com and click the donate button, like the following people did. Kirk Crawford sent me a Venmo, $50 donation on Venmo. No charges added if you Venmo me. My Venmo is on the Rock and Roll Geek face on the Rock and Roll Geek website. Oh, this is a great tune, man. All right, the PayPal donors. Jeff and Sherry Thielelicky, $10. I got to get this cranking up here. Oh, this is rocking. John Tennis, $5. Richard Fusey, $15.50. Greg Long, $5. Dave Franco, $20. Wait a minute. Do I not have these in order? Oh, I forgot to put these in order. I apologize. We're just going to, in no particular order of top to bottom. Jeff and Sherry Thielelicky, $10. John Tennis, $5. Richard Fusey, $15.50. Greg Long, $5. Dave Franco, $20. James Venners, $10. Greg Brofer, $20. Still praying every night for you, Greg Brofer. Stephen LaPerriere. I did not fuck it up. Stephen LaPerriere. Stephen LaPerriere, $20. Deborah Dreyfus, if that's her real name, $2. By the way, Deborah Dreyfus has a new album she's working on, and I can't wait to hear it. Philip Vermeulen, $5. Andrew Howe, $5. Dale Roller, $5. Jason Shepard, $10. Robert Scott, $5. Brian Gradage, $2. Peter Spark, $5. Kai Matsuda from Japan, $2. Vincent Creamy, $2. William Moffat, $2. Todd Cunningham, friend of the show and friend of mine, $10. John Offenlock, $5. Lassie Satved-Hagen, $2. Stephen Mascord, $2. Jennifer Wilbrecht, $5. BJ Lisco, $10. Ralph Miller, friend of the show and friend of mine, $10. Brett Garski, $5. Richard Strom, $2. Richard Fusey, another $22.22. Chad Kiffmeyer, $2. Dave Alexander, $2. Dave Alexander, $2. Dave Jackson in School of Podcasting, $10. Jace Lesniewski, $5. Christopher Del Grande, $5. Adam Gerstein, $2. Douglas Free, $20. Adam Brochet, $2. Blake Johnson, $10. And finally, Benjamin Muller, $5. Also from the patreon.com/RNRGeek, Joe Pawlak, my bodyguard, $16.66. Dan Gerawan, $15. Tim Schall, $15. Kirk Crawford, $12.77. Fred and Ginny Bunke, $10. Joseph Coyne, $10. Michael Street, friend of the show and drunk show reviewer, $7.50. Cole Thornton, $6. Dave Slusher, jumped ship, but he's still donating, $5.55. Brad Schultz, $5. Brad Shick, $5. Brian Springer, $5. Chiaki Hinohara, the Japanese metalhead show, my good friend, $5. Danny Borden, $5 shitty dude donation. Eric Klein, $5. Grant Farquhar, $5. James Shapiro, $5. Jamie Jefford, $5. John Scott, writer of the great book Tom Petty and Me, who's going to come back on the show with more rock stories, $5. Justin Lefkowitz, $5. Martin Clawley, $5. Mike Brown, $5. Paul Smith, $5. Robert Harvey, $5. Steve Trice, $5. Ted Wilbrecht, $5. Mike Hellyer, £4. Mike Dixon, $3. Dan McBride, $3. Chad Burns, $2.50. Paul Rube, $2.25. Adrian Bosch on $2. Bosch Rock on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group, which I did not approve, but I did not create, but I do approve people. You just got to answer 2 questions so I know you're not one of those Facebook algorithm moderators trying to cut people off from the Rock Talk, saying they're doing terrorism. Amy Bowen, $2. Bruce McMillan, $2. Eric Stowell, $2. Patrick Shanahan, $2. Paul Underwood, Major of Underwood, Fine Barbecue Sauce, I need more. Eric the Rock and Roll Plebe, $140. 3 Legs, 4 Wheels, Arnie Stash, Corey Kohler, and Mark Mazzei, all $1. Thank you to everybody who donates to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. I take a sip of this fine Pacifico to you. I'll let this play out because this song is great.
It doesn't matter what somebody says. It's the man inside your head. Fingertips of holy fire, everlasting sweet desire. The faith healer. The faith healer.
If you do not know the sensational Alex Harvey band, I'm sure you do, but if you don't, go find it. This is Saxon covering Alex Harvey. Sensational Alex Harvey band. Zal Clemenson on guitar. Nazareth. Oh, it's not done. Yeah, that was good. Oh, man, I love that tune. All right. Let me find the Winery Dogs here. Okay. Or the Winery Dogs. Okay. The album is called 3. I have not heard it yet. We're 43 minutes into this. We haven't got to the track by track. And if you're Googling, if you found this show because you Googled Winery Dogs review and found this show, well, you probably jumped ship already. It's 43 minutes into it. You heard a drunk guy talking about Buckcherry. You heard a idiot reading off a bunch of names while, yeah. So if you did stick around, thank you, friends. I have not heard this album. This is, you know, the Winery Dogs, Mike Portnoy on drums, Billy Sheehan on bass, and Richie Kotzen on guitar. I guarantee you, well, the Winery Dogs are coming to San Francisco soon. The Butlers are trying to get on the bill. I guarantee you there will not be a girl in that crowd. There might be 5, and those will probably be the band's girlfriend. There's a video I was looking at recent shows. There's this video of them at That's What Played when Michael Street was this. That's What Played. They're playing at a place called the Token Lounge, and you can see the audience. There's not a girl in that audience, all right? But, you know, they're a musician band, I guess you call it. All right, first song is called Xanadu. I don't have the liner notes, so we'll try to do this quick. So there are 10 songs in this album. So if I like us, you know the Rock and Roll Geek scoring system. It's extremely scientific, but it's also extremely unscientific, but it always seems to work better than anybody else's reviews. There are 10 songs on the album. If I like the song, I give it a +1. If I don't like it, I give it a 0. And if it's okay, I give it a half. And then we tally all that up and put it over the amount of songs that are on the album, this album being 10, so it'll be whatever over 10. So if I don't like any of them, it'll be a 0 out of 10. If I like them all, it'll be 10 out of 10. Okay. Now, they're not really, I mean, I have nothing against Winery Dogs. That Richie Kotzen guy's got a great voice, and they're all fantastic musicians. So, but we're gonna give it the best review we can. First song is called Xanadu. Oh boy. Jazz fusion. All right, it's everybody wanking, saying how great they are on their instrument. Now, if you're a Winery Dogs fan, tell me, Do you listen to the? You'll listen to this? I mean, yeah, it's great musician, but it's wanking. All right, here comes a chorus. And if you are a Winery Dogs fan, what does your girlfriend or wife think about the Winery Dogs? I'll let it get to the guitar solo if there's a guitar solo. It might be a bass solo. At least there's a chorus. Well, they clearly know how to play their instruments. I'm giving it a half. It's not really, I mean, in all fairness to Winery Dogs, I probably shouldn't be doing a track by track of this album, but, you know, it's not my wheelhouse, but for what it is, it's good. I'm giving that one a half. All right, second song, Mad World. Little Hendrix style playing. It's got a good tone. Oh boy. Get on the bus. Get on the bus. Go do the exercise. You better bite your tongue so you sound the same. Go stand in the line. Put on a happy face. You're gonna stay alive till life puts you away. You know, you don't really know. I don't really know much. We don't really know what's going on. All right, this is not too bad. Get off the bus and go make your own life. Say it's gonna make it all. It just has a melody to it. I was going to give it a +1. I think I'm lowering it now. It's kind of boring me. No solo. Actually, it's pretty much soloing all throughout it. Here's the solo. I'm giving it a half. I'll give it a strong half. Next song, Breakthrough. All right, I'm liking this. This is melodic, sounds catchy.
I can look into your eyes.
All right, I like this. This sounds good.
I don't
3 chords.
lose myself. I want to succumb to temptation. I know you're
Billy Sheehan doing all kinds of cool bass chords. The guy's a shredding bass player. Where's his bass too high, but okay. I've heard he's a super nice guy. I like this. All right, I'll give this one a +1. This is an actual song. The other song, the first 2 songs were just shred fest. They were just exercises. Nice guitar. Very nice guitar tone.
telling me I was your favorite. You made me feel like wasted time. I always thought you looked for angles to put you over in your life. Now I see how cool you play it and how you look the other way. I was so naive to think you'd ever stay. And now I'm having a breakthrough. And now I know what I'm facing is the truth. We're falling and breaking, yeah. Now I realize because we're who we are, we'll never be what we were. You can leave and I can learn. Oh, you know I'm having a breakthrough. Moving on, I don't justify or try. Right or wrong,
All right, is there going to be a guitar solo?
will survive. I heard the vows begin where all dies. There's a light outside my window.
Yeah, he's a shredder. I'll give that one a +1. Next song, Rise. And back to the exercises. All right, clearly a Jeff Beck fan. Yeah, it's more like jazz fusion. This song's horrible. All right, I'm not even going to let that one get to this, so that song's boring. Next song, Stars. Another exercise. This is just a series of musical exercises.
I don't know if I'm in it or out.
An album of musical exercises in one song. I'm leaning towards a 0 on this one too. I hope it goes somewhere. It's not going anywhere right now. Get to the chorus. I got a chorus. All right, the chorus brought it up to a half. Next song, I'm not going to play the solo on that one either. Next song, The Vengeance. All right, I like that.
I'm in my head, I'm feeling sick alive.
See, now this has a melody.
Get crucified. You act like you own me, but you don't really know me that well. All bets are off, the air is thick tonight. I'm not talking anymore. Nobody's listening, and you're nothing I adore. You break my boredom, you break my balls, and make me wish I never grew up. I ain't
I like the I like that.
Yeah, 'cause I don't really know me that well. I'm different and I'm holy. Hell, oh, I'm stopping time. I'm clearing all my history.
I'm gonna give that one a +1. That's a song. All right. Should I let it go? I'll let it go to the solo.
Nobody's listening, and you're nothing I adore. You break my boredom, you break my balls, and make me wish I never grew up. And I ain't laughing anymore. I know it's strong to give, the weak won't seek out their revenge. I got no vengeance.
You better get to the solo soon before I lower my score.
So I look on the wayside, settling scores. I'll let it play out.
I'm good. A melodic solo. I like this. I'll give +1.
I've got the light without the heat.
All right, that's a good song. I'm gonna give that one a +1. I like that one. All right, next song, Pharaoh. Okay. Hey, I got a new song. It's called The Pharaoh. Oh, dude, that's an awesome title. Here's an idea. We put a video screen behind us and you got one of those Egyptian dudes in the background, man. That'd be awesome. We'll call it Pharaoh.
Her moves are words. Fever.
That melody sounds like some other else.
Won't cool it off.
It's another song.
Hold on, this is going down.
All right, then this is back to the exercises.
Fearless, a bit headstrong. I should know what I'm into.
Better get to something melodic or something catchy soon, or I'm gonna bail.
Throwing his ball. She flies like a sparrow in flock and save. I'm cocked like a pimp. I got game.
This is right up Eddie Trunk's alley.
Throwing arrow to seal your fate. She calls me the pharaoh. Rain.
Okay, goodbye. Kill it. 0. Song sucks. Next song, Gaslight. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Why you so damn sensitive? Always hanging by a thread. You say why you so
If I had to describe musically the sound of diarrhea after eating bad shark at the with Michael Street, that's what this song would sound like. Or that's what it would sound like. It would sound like this song.
you like to play? Twist up the mind and keep it hazy. Do what you wanna do, but don't gaslight me. Why do we just great? All the time
Kill it! That song blows. All right. right, 09. All right, well, ninth song, Lorelei. When I think of Lorelei. Will it be that song? I doubt it. A little bluesy, okay.
I know I wrote 1,000 letters. My ship has sailed without me.
All right, at least he's singing. It has a melody.
Mother's dead, my father. I forgive. They left me. The water's deep. I've got no rest. My breath is cold and I'm alone. I'd rather see the stars than the rocks below. Oh, should have my heart. A silent story told. A loving light, sing me a song. I'd rather die than go home.
All right, I'll give that one a half. At least it's got a melody to it. All right, last song, The Red Wine. This sounds like Rush. Yeah, the musicianship is great, but it's a jerk off. It's a jerk off song.
Hey Dexter, take off your glasses, shut up and put your pen away. Hey
All right,
Marshall.
I'll be generous. I'll give this one a half. Let's tally it up, shall we? Okay. Winery Dogs 3. Half. 1, 2, 2.5. Pardon me, brother, it's fine. Pacifica. We'll start over. 1, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. Really? 4.5 out of 10? Let me do that. I better do a recount. All right. 1, 2, 2.5, 3.5, 4, 4.5 out of 10. There you go, friends. The Rock and Roll Geek scoring system says 4.5 out of 10. Do you agree with me? Send me an email. Put in the subject line, Butler. You are so right. What I had after I had those bad shark this morning, that's exactly what it sounded like. All right, put that in the subject line. If you disagree, you son of a bitch. Put this in the subject line. You son of a bitch. How dare you say anything bad about the great Richie Cotton? The man is a genius. I'm unsubscribed. Fuck you, Butler. Put that in the subject line. All right, I hope you enjoyed this track by track of Winery Dogs 3. The title is almost the score I gave it. Oh, God. All right, kill it! Kill it! Okay. All right, there you go, friends. Whew. All right, I should probably wrap this thing up. I got to get up super early in the morning. What are we going to play to close off this thing? We'll take a sip of this fine Pacifico. Again, Greatness of the Darkness coming midweek. All right, so send me your darkness tunes. Either email them to me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com, or put them on a Facebook thread on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group. And also, if your posts are getting moderated, let me know. Because I got to figure out I got to talk to somebody at Facebook to get this shit fixed. But Richard Fusey's on the case. He's the new sheriff in town, okay? What else I had something else I was going to say. And I don't know what it was. So I'm just going to wrap it up here. Thank you for listening, friends. Hopefully I'll catch some fish. Follow the Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek. If I catch any fish, you'll see it on the Instagram. Gonna get up super early and go fish for halibut. Salmon season is closed for the entire year. They're not even gonna open up salmon. I heard from the lady at the bait store that they might close it next year too. I don't know why, but that kind of sucks. All right, friends. What else? I don't know. I'm just going to wrap this thing up. What am I going to play here to close out the show? Let's see. What do I have on the... I could do the new Mammoth VH. I think I'm going to play new Grand Royale. It came out yesterday, and I've had it for a while. I didn't know the Sign Records actually sent me the entire album. Kirk Crawford wanted to... no, he didn't, because that would have been wrong. He didn't want to send me the album because it would have been wrong. But for Kirk Crawford, let's see, I'm going to play a song from the new Grand Royale album. They are a band from Sweden in the vein of the Helicopters. Let's see, the song I'm going to play, the album is called Welcome to Grimetown. The album I'm going to play is called Augury. Okay? Thank you for listening, friends. I'll talk to you Wednesday if all goes as planned. Assuming I make it have a safe and productive fishing trip tomorrow. Michael Purse, this book that came last week, Sitting in a Bar in Adelaide, I said that he did not... I'm getting sidetracked here. I said there was no mention of the Rock and Roll Geek Show, but I was wrong. In the introduction, actually, he credits me for the reason he started a podcast. So thank you, Michael Purse, for this. His book is called Sitting in a Bar in Adelaide. It's the damn thing is almost 500 pages. It's more than 500 pages long. So, Michael Purse, congratulations on that book. Okay, thank you for listening, friends. You can find this show at rockandrollgeek.com. If you found this show because you did a Google search and you saw the Winery Dogs, I apologize, friends. Apparently, you won't be listening again if you came for to hear your favorite band's record review. I apologize, friends. I wanted to like it. There were 2 songs on it I liked. Find the show at rockandrollgeek.com. Send me an email, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. Find me on the Facebook, R&R Geek, Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group. Highly moderated by the Facebook algorithms now, and I have no idea why, but again, Richard Fusey's on the case. Find me on the Twitter, R&R Geek. Find me on the Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek. Don't ask. I'll talk to you soon. Here is Grand Royale from the album Welcome to Grimetown from Sweden. This is called Augury. I'll talk to you soon, friends.
Just to feel unsafe.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.